You got a theme, like a jingle for the news.
How are we going to do this?
Have we got a jingle for the news?
This
is a news.
There you go, done.
We thought we'd come along and do news at Rustic Kitchen, so update you a bit on things that we've been doing, been working on. Some things aren't very interesting, granted, but some things are very exciting and maybe also very interesting. We just had Sam Grubb art in. He's drawn on the table. You might be able to see that. You might be able to see that in the future. This is future because I imagine this will come out before, so we've travelled in time.
Absolute liberties. You just drew on the table.
Just doodled away. You didn't even ask. You just started.
That's only for artists to do that, not anyone.
Yeah. Well, we're just discussing about maybe like covering it up or something.
Yeah, we need some
Don't be a dick. Don't draw on the wall.
Gel or something.
So, what's our first bit of news?
That's a big bit of news, isn't it? A big bit of news.
Yeah, it is.
It's a big bit of news.
We have
introduce it.
Our own
coffee. Look, fucking rustic coffee. I'm showing you guys. Look.
I helped design it. We have our own coffee that's now in the hopper. It will be served. Well, it'll be the 25th of February when the first customers drink it. We've tried to match what we already get, but tried to support a local roastery, St. Martin's Coffee, instead of a roastery that actually don't give a fuck about us.
So in collab with St. Martin's, we've been speaking with Ollie for several months now.
Yeah.
And we've really just kind of gone, right. And he's been absolutely amazing, hasn't he?
Yeah,
we've been to coffee tastings.
We've done... Well, matching basically. Yeah. We love the flavour of the coffee that we have.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable. But we just feel like we want to support a local company and feel like they value us as much as we value them.
Yeah, 100%.
I think that's the reciprocal feeling we have now with St. Martin's. So we're really happy to get going.
We've got a cool as fuck bag that we can sell our own coffee now.
And these beans are roasted to our spec. We've tasted the Brazilian beans, and actually it's blended with a Brazilian right now, which is apparently in coffee is just completely ridiculous. And that's what I like about it. Normally they're like, we blended Brazilian with like, an Ethiopian or something. But we've gone Brazilian.
And it was like, this is unheard of. Thank you very much.
So we've been and done a cupping session. We had a cupping session here. You may have seen it.
Yeah.
We've done another cupping session over there. I don't know why I'm telling you the locations of these, but we've been to the roastery. We've done a cupping session here. We're really happy with the flavour profile. And I think you will too.
Yeah, it's delicious.
So these are now available for sale. Our own coffee is for sale as a retail bag. So this is 250 grams. And then we are also going to get kilo bags for
so we've got whole bean, we've got ground for your preference. If you love our coffee, you can have it at home as well. It's wicked.
Just so you know, alongside St. Martin's also make this one, the Dilly Ding, which if anyone knows about football, I know nothing, but apparently there's a manager who used to say that a lot. Dilly ding, dilly dong. No, Claudio Ranieri. I do know about him, and he was a legend in himself. He was a cool guy, or still is a cool guy. Just doesn't work at Leicester anymore.
No, he got sacked.
He probably should, being that they've lost at home 8 times in a row or something ridiculous. What a rude awakening.
You just started supporting him as well.
I am now a Leicester supporter. Somehow I've become a Leicester supporter. And this is actually also great coffee, and it was fine for shelves at Christmas. So in theory, there's 2 wicked coffee bags there for some sort of collector.
Yeah, 100%.
It's really cool. And again, on the front, Sam Grubb did the artwork. It's on our T-shirt, which is in shot sometimes. And he did the drawing on the table. So we're collaborating with Leicester. It's Leicester.
Leicester everywhere.
We're slamming it. Anything else to add to that, Ron?
What, news-wise? No, Steve.
We have got some questions from the listeners.
Questions from the public.
Questions from the public. That jingle was disgusting.
So,
okay, the first question. Let's clear something up.
When is the podcast being released?
Yes. So
when?
Every other Tuesday. So the next one actually is out tomorrow, which will be the 25th of February. The following one will then be the 11th of March, and it's a fortnightly podcast.
Podcast.
The content costs a lot to put together, folks. And also, it means that we can just, instead of doing 12 episodes and stopping and disappearing for 5 months, we're just going to continuously do it. We batch record. There's 2 on a day. This, break behind the cameras here. 2 happens on a day, and we try and then, one, it not take over our lives, but also prolong the scheduling.
Yeah, we just want him to be a more consistent kind
just
of...
going to carry on forever.
Yeah, a more consistent thing, get great guests in and throw some content out every couple of weeks. So twice a month, it'll be wicked. We'll release a
2 a month.
Release a podcast.
Fortnightly. And if you haven't reviewed, please leave a review. If you haven't shared the podcast
5-star one.
if you haven't shared the podcast
5-star
with
review.
your friend, then just please do, because there's something for everyone here. We've had a street artist on, we've had a sommelier, we've had chefs, we've
all
had
ilks,
plasterers.
you know what I mean?
You know, so there's loads of different stuff for different people.
And we've
I
got
think we're a
loads
total
more.
hoot.
We've got loads more cool guests coming on as well.
We have.
Loads more. From all walks of life around hospitality, food industry within Leicestershire and wider as well. So
that question came from the Fitness Heart 1972. So thank you anyway, and please send more questions in. This one came from fan of the show, James Peck. He asks, if you weren't in hospitality, where would you be now?
You can't say prison.
No.
Can't say prison.
In reality, I'd probably be at work somewhere else because it's a Monday.
9 to
now,
5. Call centre.
No.
I
I would be
wouldn't be in a
something
call
creative. We discussed this briefly off air. I reckon that I'd like to have been something within the music industry, not being a musician because I'm not that good. Although I might have been, if I hadn't been a chef, I'd probably practice more on my drums or guitar or something, have been better and been at home and actually probably might have rocked out with the darkness by now. But I'd like to think that I was, that's where all shit musicians go.
Justin Hawkins.
Yeah. Christmas time, don't let the bells ring. We shouldn't sing. And I think something in music, whether it's selling music, managing music, being a roadie, I know I was quite interested in all that stuff as well. My other passion is music.
You know when Noel was a roadie, would you have the same hair as him?
I wouldn't have any hair right now. I still have the same genetic path.
Mushroom.
There'd be no hair now. Or I'd be like,
engineer.
I'd want to be one of those really long-haired bald guys.
Oh, not right around the edge,
Mate, it'd be long because it'd
bald
be like,
in the middle, really long,
but like bald, and then long bits flapping here. Yeah, I still wear the check shirts. You know what I mean? Check shirts and jeans, so it's not much different, really.
Well,
what about
I
you?
was saying potentially, I love sport, so in any kind of aspect of something linked to sport, obviously not playing sport because I'm
similar to me, and it's not music, but music, or
bang fucking average
sport,
at most sports. But linked to sport, whether it's marketing, whether it's within kind of sport. But I was saying to you, I really would kind of enjoy to do a like landscape gardener kind of thing as well.
Or
like,
groundsman,
groundsman, because I love fucking doing the lines in the grass and stuff like that.
You did have, when we did the refurb, Lee drove the roller for the car park, because we've got a car park as well. It's at the back.
The car park's to the rear of the building.
The rear of the building. The car park is at the rear of the building. We don't tell anyone, so the car park's at the rear of the building. This has been broadcast to the world, and the car park's at the rear of the building.
Any delivery drivers that are listening, it's fucking back of the building.
Yeah. Bring you salmon through the restaurant again. Your ass is sacked. I'm sincere about that. I'm staunch on this one.
Dripping fish juice all the way through the restaurant, you bellend.
Jokers. But we did the roller, and and Lee absolutely is like
fucking loved it. Literally loved it.
Pig in shit, or a cat that cut the cream.
I'm good at digging. You know what I mean? I like doing the lines, so I think I'll be all right at being a groundsman. And doing the roller as well on a cricket pitch, and then you get to watch all the cricket as well for free. You just have to run on with a sheet.
What about the tennis? And then run across
the tennis will be good as well.
Yeah,
because you only got
like a small patch of grass. It's like a garden. Yeah, it's not like a land. It's not like an estate. You just got the garden to do. That's enough for me.
Yeah, I think groundsman.
There we go, groundsman. And so thank you, James Peck, fan of the show. And the last one, Matthew Halford says the key to making the finest toasty.
We kind of touched on this with...
I don't know whether it's going to be out before then.
No,
I don't know where. We're probably going to slot this in soon after the next pod, so to keep it relevant.
For me, it's to treat it like a dish, as in you still need, if you got a real fatty kind of thing, something to break down the fat, some acidity in there. So we have our chili jam to go with our cheese toasty to kind of cut through the amount of cheese that's in there. A little bit of butter on the outside, so when you're toasting it, it crispens up and gets nice and gooey and stuff like that. Just to balance the flavors, make sure it's balanced. Really, that's my kind of tip for a toasty. Treat it like a dish.
I think it's got to be hot in the centre. People are too quick to serve a toasty as well.
Oh, it's got to be melted.
And there's but people don't. That's why he's asking us how to make a good one, because the people like right, send it, and it's still. You still got unmelted cheese, and it's got to be molten. But another secret is to let it rest. It's like a steak, like it needs to sit and just relax a bit as well, and then serve
that core temperature all the way through.
You don't want it to be a fucking inferno in there. You want it to like sit, be happy. All those flavors. The Reuben, we've talked about this many times. The Reuben actually is better takeaway than dine in. There, I said it, because it's wrapped up in paper. It's in like an insulated bag. It's having a hug. It's having an hug. And then it goes, and then you eat it in your car, and you got greasy fingers. And
honestly,
the amount of takeaway Reubens that have just slathered down me, slathered down me like some slippery little bugger.
But you know, when you're eating that, you just have the grease-proof fingers. Oh my god, it's the fucking best thing ever.
It is.
So then it's got layers of flavour all the way through as well.
And to make a toasty even better, you've got to have a side of hash brown, haven't you?
100%.
So any toasty with a side of hash brown is better than a toasty. Flat rate.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how to make the best toasty. Have a side of hash brown with it. And on that note,
that is all the questions from the public.
But we do want more questions. We haven't made any of these up on this occasion.
No, we've not.
We will continue to make them up unless you send us legitimate questions that may be rude, maybe not rude. Like, what's your favourite body part? Or something else.
Yeah. Anything.
Honestly, anything.
We'll answer anything
Food,
within region.
Hospitality, personal. We're up for it.
100%.
Bye.